friends. Welcome to this week's adventure. We are here in Joshua Tree National Park and we're staying in this gym, our Lil Shasta, which is our first RV experience. We're gonna give you a tour of that and kind of an explanation later because we need to get to exploring. This weekend's plan is Joshua Tree National Park and maybe just a little bit of Palm Springs at the end because, you know, we're already here. So we're gonna do a little bit of a hike. We're gonna see some cool trees and some plants, maybe some animals if we're lucky. First up on the agenda is coffee as usual. We're gonna stop at a local spot. Let's go.
Hey, he's got me looking quite beige. Got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me. I need something fast.
This place is awesome. It's like all outdoors and there's a ton of seating areas, and the guy told me all about how they make their coffee here. They have a Loring coffee roaster. We got their nitro cold brew. They use their dark roast for this. It's a very chocolatey is what he said. And apparently they roast like 5,000 coffee beans every single week. This is good. It is kind of chocolatey. It's like a little dark roast. There's no like milk or anything, and it's so good. Kind of smooth and creamy.
That's good. And you know what? I usually always take a sweetener in my coffee. Like, milk's not as important to me, but I like the sweet balance to the bitter. And this has nothing in it, and I could still totally drink the whole thing, which is really saying something for me. And especially since it's a dark roast. It's very smooth. My straw just flew away. It's very smooth. It's really good. This is a great first stop. I think they don't have much to eat, so we might stop somewhere else to get food. But anyway, we'll meet you out in the desert. How about that? We stopped by Boo's Organic Oven for some brunchy treats. They have all kinds of sweet treats and some savory. We got a like kind of a pizza type thing with veggies. We got a spanakopita and a cheese and jalapeno scone. So that's gonna be snack / lunch for now. We need to get going. We're just like wasting so much time, but it's not wasted. Joshua Tree is hopping and so cute. There's a farmer's market going on right now that is insanely popular. There's cafes, there's people. It's exciting, you know, the world's kind of coming back to life and like, it's active. Anyway, we still have to make it out to the park today, so here we go.
How's it going?
Hey, doing well, and yourself?
Doing well.
You want a map?
Yes, love one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What time does it close? Yeah, hopefully one day. What time do y'all close?
Never.
Never.
We're party animals.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one.
Enjoy.
I know where I belong. Nowhere better than here. With you, we're so good together.
These massive rocks. I kind of feel like I'm in the Flintstones. It's kind of cool. Yo, this place is awesome. We stopped into the Bell Campground because these massive rocks popping out of the ground are so cool. Like they're huge. You can literally camp right next to them. There's people with Jeeps with the tents on top, kind of doing wilderness camping. There's people with like just tents on the ground. Yeah, it looks like a nice spot to camp. I'd highly recommend it. Look into it. They also have pretty nice restrooms there. So if you need to stop there for a quick break before you keep going, that's an awesome spot to go to. We're on our way now to the Cactus Garden at the very kind of south of the park. That's where we're going to start our day. And then we'll stop at a bunch of the high spots along the way.
Welcome to the Cholla Cactus Garden. We have just begun the about quarter-mile kind of loop trail that they have here. It's really easy breezy. It's more of just kind of a walking path, but it is just in the middle of this amazing grove field garden of these teddy bear chollas. They are quite pokey, and it's really interesting when you start the trail. They have a first aid kit, which is essentially just needle nose pliers, because even the slightest brush of these cactus will get you poked and they're really hard to get out apparently, so you don't want to mess around. And even as you walk through, they kind of lean into the trail, so you really have to be alert, but they're so fluffy looking and beautiful, and the contrast of like that bright green with the black, incredible. This is a really fun first stop. Let's go look at them and try not to get stabbed.
You guys, the Cholla Cactus Garden is super cool. I didn't like know how interesting it was gonna be or how fun, but it's a lot of fun. There are a ton of these things. They're way taller than I thought they were gonna be. Some of them are a couple feet taller than me, and I'm about 6 feet, so some are like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, and they kind of lean in over the trail, so every once in a while I'm going through like this, like, please don't touch me.
So they want to reach out and grab you.
Yeah, because these, like I mentioned, these are the teddy bear variety, so they look really fuzzy. Fuzzy they are not.
They're not.
But they're so cool.
We're here at the Arch Rock Nature Trail, and so far it's really cool. We're getting our first sights of Joshua trees up close, and they are so cool.
Gorgeous. We may have taken a wrong turn and we're technically not on the trail right now, but that's okay. We're making our way back to the trailhead. There's parking, all of that. It's a very short little walk, if you will, out to what I assume is a rock arch. Let's go find out. Welcome to the Arch Rock Nature Trail. We haven't found the Arch Rock just yet, but we have found lots of other really cool rocks. You can climb and play and take so many fun pictures. It's gorgeous. Let's go find the arch though. I have no idea where it is. Fun fact, Joshua Tree is a huge rock climbing destination, and we don't really have any rock climbing experience, so that probably wasn't on our itinerary. But you know, light bouldering is. This is really fun. These rocks are incredible. It's really neat. They look smooth, but they're actually quite rough, but really fun to play on. I could do this for hours, but alas, no time for that.
Look at all the different rock formations behind me. It's so much fun to climb on these and walk around. They are incredible. I love like feeling so tiny next to all these rocks. It makes you realize like how small you are in the world when you get up close to Mother Nature. It is beautiful. All right, you guys, I'm gonna attempt to climb up this boulder for a little lookout. That's really cool. I kind of got to do it one-handed because I'm going to take y'all along with me. Oh, this is awesome, y'all. That's so cool. You're framed pretty well. Ooh, you hear that knee pop? I'm getting old, y'all. All that long distance running. Not helping the joints any. Now for the hard part, getting back down. I think the trick is like, just get low, you know? Get low, hold onto the walls, and just take it easy. And enjoy the ride. I did it.
You did it. I'm impressed. Ooh, that boy makes me nervous. That was the only choice. I literally said, knees don't fail me. And I did it.
It's like a mammoth, a woolly mammoth. Huh. That's cool.
Alright, just off of Park Road is a very easy little stop off for Skull Rock. Honestly, you could just drive by and see it. It's visible right from the road, but we got lucky, found a great parking spot, so we're just gonna pop over, check it out before we head on to the next place. As with any destination that attracts tourists, the easier it is to get to, the more people there are. And Skull Rock was busy. So if you want a picture there with just the rock, probably get here super duper early, or maybe a little bit later in the day. Or come out for night photography. The park is open 24/7. Did you know that? That is wild. Anyway, we're gonna head on to our next stop, which is Barker Dam. So let's go.
Alright guys, we just made it out here to Barker Dam. It's about a 1.4 mile loop trail that you walk around. Apparently, also at like the halfway mark, you can stop off and see some petroglyphs or some of those rock carvings here as well. And a fun fact, I guess, about the dam, it was actually built in the late 1800s by cattle ranchers who used the water, they used it for their cattle to keep them hydrated. I haven't seen any cattle, I don't think it's used for cattle ranching anymore, but that's a fun fact about it, how it was created or why it was created, and we're gonna go check it out.
You can definitely tell we're near water, or at least where there's water sometimes. There's so much more vegetation. Wanted to give another fun fact while we're on our walk. Hopefully Jordan doesn't fall into a boulder as I do. But the National Park Joshua Tree is named for the Joshua trees, which are not actually trees at all. They're a type of yucca. And their name came from some Mormon settlers who, I think several decades ago, maybe centuries ago, came through this area, saw the trees, and were reminded of Joshua from the Bible, and they named them Joshua trees. I imagine they probably had a different name before that, but that name has stuck, and now we have Joshua tree. Very last fun fact is how this came to be a protected area. Basically in the 30s, a woman by the name of, I believe, Minerva Hoyt, kind of saw the way that humans have an impact on their environment and the ecology and wanted it protected, and so she lobbied President Roosevelt, and they did just that. In 1936, this area was designated a national monument, and then in 1994, as part of a statewide sort of California preservation movement, it was named a national park, and now we have Joshua Tree National Park. Thanks, Minerva.
We made it here to the dam, to the reservoir, and there is not an ounce of water. Here in the desert, it is dry, arid. It's not so hot today, we got lucky. It's kind of cool. Let's go check it out.
There's definitely water here sometimes. If you look around, you can see watermarks on all the rocks, and it gets to be quite a lot of water. I don't know where it is. It isn't here right now, but sometimes.
That's so cool.
It seems to be that all the petroglyphs we see out in the national parks have very little information. Maybe there's just no way of knowing, or maybe the people that put those placards out don't care, I don't know. But all it said was that they were left by Native Americans. It didn't say how, when, necessarily why. I mean, you can imagine markings kind of tell you who lived there, where to go, all that. Nonetheless, they're beautiful. We always love getting to see them. It's kind of like a natural outdoor museum, and it always feels very special. We really enjoy it. We're gonna go grab some dinner. We're gonna chill out at the RV, and in the morning, we'll wake up and give you a tour of where we've been staying. It is the absolute cutest. And then we're gonna head over to Palm Springs because we were already here, and all I wanna do is sit poolside and like have a cocktail, and that's what we're gonna do. Ooh, my leg almost gave out on me there. It was just a bit tired. It said, woo. This is like just a big playground is what it is. We're having a fun time. We really are. Thumbs up. Let's go. Ooh, a bird.
Ooh. Check this out.
Are you for real?
Nah, just joking. There's nothing in there. Whew, that's fun though.